For decades, the sound of Indian sport, it's been the crack of a cricket bat, right? It's way more than just a game, it's a national obsession. But lately, there's a new sound cutting through the noise, the whistle of a javelin soaring through the air. And the man behind that throw, well, he's basically rewriting the entire playbook.
I mean, think about it. In a country where we just expect to win at cricket, an Olympic gold medal in athletics, that's not just a win, it's a shockwave. It's this one single throw that somehow manages to capture the hopes and dreams of a billion people. That, right there, is the power of Neeraj Chopra. And this shockwave, it's not just happening in the stadiums. Nope, it's shaking things up in the corporate world, too. I mean, when Audi signed Neeraj Chopra as a brand ambassador back in May 2025, that was so much more than just another endorsement deal. It was a real statement. And honestly, the pairing is just perfect. You've got Audi, right? They're all about precision engineering, top-tier performance. And then you have Neeraj Chopra, who is basically the human version of that. This whole thing isn't just about cashing in on his fame. It's about a shared DNA. It's about excellence. But you see, for an athlete like Chopra, being an ambassador, it means something more. On one hand, yeah, he's repping a huge global brand. But on the other, he's carrying the aspirations of an entire nation. He's become this beacon of hope for every single sport in India that's ever had to live in cricket's shada. So all of this brings us to the big question, doesn't it? In a nation where cricket is king, can just one guy with one javelin actually redefine a country's whole sporting identity? Let's get into it. Well, the answer really starts with a foundation of his influence, which is just relentless, undeniable success. Seriously, to get why he's having such a massive impact, you've got to look at the journey that turned him into a legend in the first place. His whole career has been this masterclass in leveling up. I mean, it starts way back in 2016 when he shatters the junior world record. Then comes that absolutely historic Olympic gold in Tokyo. But he didn't stop there, not even close. He becomes world champion in 2023, grabs a silver in Paris, and then the big one. In 2025, he finally smashes that magical 90-meter mark. Every single one of these moments is a headline, a whole new chapter for Indian sport. But it's not even just about the huge, shiny medals. It's his incredible consistency. Now let this sink in for a second. Since June 2021, he has competed 24 times in a row, and he has never finished lower than second place. That is just, it's almost unheard of. I don't care what sport you're talking about. That kind of reliability is just mind-blowing. And that incredible consistency, that's where the whole cricket comparison gets really interesting. Because look, this isn't about which sport is bigger or gets more eyeballs. It's about two totally different kinds of impact. It's the classic showdown, depth versus breadth. Okay, so cricket has breadth, right? We're talking massive viewership, it's always on, and frankly, we kind of expect our team to succeed. But Neeraj's wins, they have depth. They are these rare, symbolic moments that just grab the entire nation's imagination in a way that feels different. It's really the power of something truly exceptional versus the comfort of something we see every day. Now, let's be real about the scale for a second. The numbers, they're not even in the same galaxy. The IPL in 2025, it pulled in over 1 billion viewers. A typical athletics meet, it's a tiny, tiny fraction of that. I mean, that's the mountain that every other sport in India is trying to climb. But, and this is absolutely the key, scale isn't the only way you measure impact. An Olympic gold in track and field carries this symbolic weight that you just can't measure with viewership numbers. It's a moment that cuts right through the noise and hits the public in a way that, let's be honest, another cricket win, as great as it is, just can't anymore. And what's really amazing is that Neeraj is actively using that symbolic power to create real, tangible change. He's not just sitting back and collecting medals, he's building the momentum for an entire athletic ecosystem. So how does that actually work? Well, step one, his success brings in big-name sponsors like Audi, which proves that, hey, this sport is commercially viable. Step two, he's helping create world-class events right here in India, like the Neeraj Chopra Classic. This brings the best athletes in the world to our doorstep, which creates huge visibility. And maybe, most important of all, it inspires a whole new generation of kids to maybe pick up a javelin instead of a bat. But, beyond the global icon, the brand ambassador, the world champion, there's the person, and his story is still very much being written, both on the field and off. For example, in early 2025, he married Himanu Moore, who's a really talented former tennis player herself. It's a personal milestone that kind of grounds all these larger-than-life achievements, and, it gives us a better picture of the man behind all those medals.
Okay, so let's circle all the way back to that big question we asked at the start. Is he going to displace cricket as India's national obsession? The answer is no. But honestly, that was never the point. What he's doing is actually way more important. He's fundamentally changing what we think elite sport in India can even look like. He's proven that greatness exists beyond the cricket pitch. He's creating a new, more diverse picture of what a champion is. And for a country of over 1 billion people, well, that kind of change, that's a victory all on its own.